I want to talk to you guys about how this changed my life. Sorta. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy SeemTheProduct, aka Dr. Durag, aka the Skincare Super Saiyan, and today is the day. And what day is that? You probably might say it is Monday, but not just your regular old Monday. This is a story time, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, a story time about the Black Eagle and how it was conceived, if you will. So, well, side note, I'm going to be doing a lot more story times in the future because I believe that, well, of course, I want to make you guys laugh and entertain you guys. I also believe that telling stories about myself and my experiences can help you in your experiences because life is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. Can I get an amen? But I'm done talking. I know y'all want me to get into it and be like Nike and just do it. But before we do, make sure you crack that Liberty Bell so you guys get a notification every time I upload. And last, but certainly not least, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, kick back, relax, because this story is going to be a vibe. DJ, drop that shit. Okay, so where do I begin? The year is 2018. I am a senior in high school, and Naseem at this time is a very passionate Eagles fan, and we're one of the best teams in the league, if not the best, definitely the best team in NFC. And we're charging into the playoffs, ready to go with our MVP caliber quarterback. But he gets hurt, tears his ACL, fucking knee is torn to shreds. So what do? Well, we still have to go to the playoffs, and, well, I guess I'll just keep on telling the story. So, when we played the Falcons, I honestly thought it was over because Nick Foles, as a GOAT as he was, didn't look good in the rest of the regular season games and that game. He looked like Nick Foles, the bad side of Nick Foles. So, I'm nervous as hell. So, I'm like, bro, if we lose in the first game we play, I'm going to be so mad. But luckily, by the skin, literally the skin of our teeth, we managed to escape. By some miraculous shit, I don't want to talk about it. It just happened. So now, we're on to face Minnesota. The Minnesota Vikings were labeled, I should say, as a tough team with a tough defense and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So I'm amped for the game. I'm low-key nervous because I'm like, yo, this is the game to get us into the Super Bowl, and we haven't been to the Super Bowl since 2004, that magical year with McNabb and T.O. and Brian Dunn. You guys know if you're a real fan. So I'm nervous as hell. And I'm like, bro, we got to win this game. This is in Philly. Like, a lot is right, but when Philly has disappointed us before. So as Philly fans, we're used to disappointment. So we were right to be on edge. But before I continue with the story, a little backstory. So after the Falcons game, one of the offensive linemen for the Eagles wore a dog mask, and another one wore another dog mask. So we were known as the underdogs because we had the backup quarterback. We had a bunch of people getting hurt too. It wasn't just our quarterback. A bunch of people were getting hurt, and a lot of people were stepping up to the plate and getting the job done. So we were known as the underdogs because no one expected us to be here with the lack of star power in our lineup. Like, our starters were gone. Well, some of our starters were gone. Well, we still had key players. So people thought we were going to be out. People thought we were going to lose against Falcons, and people thought we were going to lose against Minnesota. So, leading up to the Minnesota game, everybody's copping dog masks off Amazon. Me being a loyal, diehard Eagles fan, I try to do the same thing. Hey, I want to be part of the underdogs and shit. Let me go ahead and cop it. Let me go on my phone and shit, and let me see it. Boom! Sorry if that was too loud. I'm sorry. Boom! Sold out. Nigga, you not getting no mask. Fuck is you talking about? So then I'm like, damn, that game is like 2 days away, I think. So now I'm just like, I can't not. Because if we win, I want to have my mask on. And I see this thing. I'm like, that's interesting. Boom, bought it. Something just told me not seen by it. It was just that voice. You know when you have that voice in your head like Randy Orton? I seen buy it. Just buy it. Sometimes that voice will get you fucked up. But sometimes there's a difference between this and your gut. You gotta listen to your gut. I think that was what more so my gut listening to me. But that's neither here nor there. So I buy it. It comes in Sunday. Let's play football. These niggas score on the first play. The Vikings score. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Please, no. Please tell me this ain't happening. But then we proceeded to fuck them. We proceeded to whoop ass. Open an entire can of whoop ass. And we just didn't look back. 38-7. That was it. It was a fucking blowout. Nick Foles was godlike. He was the best quarterback in the league. You couldn't tell me anything. So after we won that game, I took my shirt off. I ain't going to demonstrate it right now. That shit dead. So I took my shirt off. Boom. Put the mask on. Boom. With my family, because we went over to my uncle's house to watch the game. Because games like this, you just want to see your family and watch it as a family. So we go over there. We watch the game. We win the game. And we storm the streets, Broad Street, as a family. So nobody's recorded me yet, but I'm running down the street. My big ass is running down the street. And so, with no shirt on, mind you, it is January. Nigga, it's cold. Especially in Philly, it is cold. So, I didn't care. I guess my adrenaline was so pumped, it was just like, nigga, I could literally run through a wall. Like, no bullshit. That's what could have happened. So nobody's recording me wet.
What do you mean by that?
Nobody's recording me yet. So I'm over here rushing, running, climbing up shit like a fucking ape, like like fucking King Kong with Jane and shit. So I'm just going crazy. But then somebody starts recording me in my circle, and so I'm climbing up pillars and shit. Like I'm like out of control here. Like so. I start flapping. I start doing all this type of nut shit. And then as I'm walking, as things start to cool down, like, all right, everybody's like, all right, let's wrap it up. But, we still walking the streets. We just not going crazy. So we walking down, high-fiving everybody. Everybody see me. I'm like dapping niggas up. It's crazy. Everybody want to take a picture. It was like, go Birds, and da-da-da-da-da. White people drunk as shit, leaning on my arm like, yo, bro, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, sir. I don't know what you're saying. Bro, I fuck with you, man. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm just playing. But so I'm walking down. I don't know which street it was exactly, but I'm walking down Broad Street, obviously, and I see this car, but I see a person on top of it. So I'm walking down the street, and all I see is this dude. Like in the corner of my eye, I see this dude with a camera. And so, like, I'm like, fuck it, I might as well just be like, I thought me being a dickhead, I thought I was photo bombing or video bombing, and I tried to get in, but he was recording me the whole time, I guess. And so I look over, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what it is. I'm gonna just show the video.
Overwhelming. And then you start realizing.
There I go, nigga.
So after that day, I couldn't remember what happened. Like, I wasn't drinking or anything. I was just like, it was just like all a blur. It was like just a rush of like, I've never seen anything like that in all my years living in Philadelphia. Cause I wasn't old enough when we went to the championship of 2004 to face the Patriots. So this time we're facing the Patriots, and it's just crazy because, back in 2004, we lost the title in the Super Bowl to fucking Tom Brady. We lose 24-21. And that was the year that my dad died. I think it happened like a month after that, if I'm not mistaken. And it happened in that same year though. So now it's like we're facing the same team in the Super Bowl, and now I'm watching the game instead of my father. Like it was kind of like how the universe works sometimes. But we'll get into all that later. So I'm the most popular man in Philly, basically, besides the dude that ran into the pillar and the guy who ate dog shit. But it was just like so surreal because like me, if people know me, I'm not like the one to claim to be the center of attention. But at that moment, it was just like, yo, people really are fascinated by me. And I'm like, why would anybody be fascinated by me? And it's kind of like, it reminds me of that Bane quote.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
So it was like kind of crazy. And so, mind you, Super Bowl hasn't even happened yet. But I'm getting a bunch of DMs from House of Highlights. I got the DM Adam Lefkoe from TNT, the announcer on TNT who does the Wednesday night games, I think, with Shaq and Candace Parker, and Barstool, who didn't hit me up, but they used my face on their product, which was pretty cool. I didn't get a cent, didn't get anything, but that was pretty flattering. Somebody drew me in a cartoon form. It was just like, the amount of love I would get was just kind of, and then going back to school, I'm the most popular guy in school now, and it was just kind of surreal. Me being on ESPN is just like, I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to take it in. But then this happened. One day, I'm in school, just chilling. My ex at the time said, hey, my cousin goes to this school who knows this reporter for the news bill or some article on the website, the Philly Voice, I think it was called. And they like, I can see if they want to get an interview with you. And I was like, cool. I'm like, I'm not this type of person like, yeah, set it up. Like, yeah, let's do it. I'm just like, okay. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Like, that's kind of how I normally am with life. I'm just kind of like, okay. Nothing intricate, nothing deep. No, I'm not deep thinking at all. It's just like, sure. So a week later, I get a DM from the guy. Hey, this is what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he comes to my house. He's interviewing me. And he says, guess what? You will be getting a call from the WIP from Cataldi. If anybody who knows Sports Network, yeah, Anthony Cataldi, I think. Or, yeah. Is it Anthony? I don't know, but his last name is Cataldi. I know that for a fact. And you're going to get a call from him. So I'm like, what? What? I'm speechless. I've been listening to this man for the longest, and he's going to call me? And he's like, yeah. So then we do the interview and da-da-da-da-da. And then next thing you know, I'm on the page. Like, he posted me. Like, it felt like it was the entire article was about me. And it was just like, bro, that was so crazy. And I'm just it felt like this wasn't, it felt like a dream. It felt like this wasn't supposed to be happening to me, because shit like this doesn't happen to me. So I'm just like, damn, I'm really fucking with this. So, like the dude said, I was exchanged numbers so you guys know what's happening. And he didn't even call me first. It was like a chick. It's like, are you the Black Eagle? I'm like, well, that's not my name. Well, of course I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah. So, but in my mind, I'm like, that's not my name. But my dumb ass was like, yep.
It's like, great. So we're going to give you Cataldi's number, and he's going to call you, and he's going to ask you a bunch of questions that you already know the answer to. Just be yourself, and he's going to invite you to an event. I can't tell you, but he's going to invite you to an event.
I'm like, I bet. Like, I don't care. I'm thinking like, yo, am I going to meet the Eagles? Like, I'm like, whoa. So I'm waiting, and then this nigga called me. Mind you, I have to go to school. So I'm up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I wake up, and it was just so crazy. It was his voice. And I don't want to like sound like a fucking fanboy or fangirl, whatever you want to call it. If you just know and you've heard the Voice radio show with him on it, and you've been a fan, it's just so surreal hearing yourself and knowing that you're the attraction on the show. It was just crazy to me. So he's asking me questions. Are you the Black Eagle? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm just a dummy. So I'm just like really stupid. So after that happens, the event he was talking about, he's like, congratulations, man, I'm really proud of you. You know how fucking white people in Philly sound from fucking Broad and Oregon. Yeah, man, we're really proud of you. So yeah, we're gonna take you there. You're gonna go to the Wing Bowl. I'm like, what is the Wing Bowl? I actually said that on the air. I was like, what is the Wing Bowl? I was like, I'm glad you asked. So the Wing Bowl is a wing eating contest where people from all around the city come to eat wings, and whoever eats the most wings win. And you're invited to this venue. I'm like, fucking bet. This is crazy. So I couldn't believe it. But you can't tell nobody. I had to keep it on the wrap. And you won't get a peep out of me. So fast forward. Mind you, the Super Bowl is not happening yet. It's still like peak. So during that time, so after I got invited to the Wing Bowl, mind you, I'm in senior year, so I'm really focusing on schoolwork, trying to make this my best year yet. After that happens, I actually go to the Wing Bowl, but it happened to be on the day I have school. And I told my dad, who was my my manager at the time, I'm like, what do you want to do? And then he's like, well, you can be late for school. You're never late, so it doesn't matter. And I'm like, all right, cool. Should I cut this?
Later that same evening.
Fuck it. Who cares? Whatever. We're going to go. It's a story time. It's supposed to be longer, right? So I go to the Wing Bowl. Well, again, happen to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because they're setting this shit up. This shit starts at 8. Yeah, I think it was starting at 8. So me and my dad, we drove to the Wells Fargo because that's where it was happening at. And it's just me. It's just me and my dad. And like we standing out there like a bunch of idiots. And we waiting outside the door like I don't know what we thought we were, but we weren't that much of a big deal. But we looked like we were. And like security like can I help you? I'm like, oh, my dad pretended to be my client here is the Black Eagle. my client here is the Black Eagle. It's kind of a big deal here. No, I'm playing. He didn't say that, but basically that's what he was saying. And so he's like, oh yeah, come right this way. I'm like, okay, we just walk into the fucking door. As soon as we hit the door, I don't know if this is gonna get demonetized because if I'm saying it, well, as long as I don't show this shit. Okay. So I walk in. Mind you, Cataldi told me this is going to be a wing eating contest. I walk into this shit, right? I got my hoodie. I'm not even in character yet. So I'm just walking in and I see these women in bikini. Like, I'm like, whoa, what did I do? Are we in the right setting? Is this like on a set of Brazzers or some shit? Like, are we... we're in the right place, right? So they just walked through and I'm like, okay. I'm like, what you doing with all this?
Damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass?
You know what I'm saying? So then I see more women basically butt ass naked, basically. And I'm just like, this is better than school. Then came the contest. But before the contest came, I got approached. Me and my dad got the finger wave. We're getting ready to do the specials. You just do whatever you do, and we're gonna put the camera to you. And then we're like, okay, we just need some space kiddies to get dressed. We just did that shit in the hallway. And my dad's like, you ready? Like, ready to do it? I'm like, yeah. Like I'm telling I was just so enamored and so in awe of what everything. I had no chance to. Like, I guess I had a chance to enjoy it, but it was just like, I was kind of starstruck. I was kind of starstruck at the same time. So I take my shirt off, I put the mask on, and then I'm a different boy now. I'm a different guy. I'm not Nassim. I'm the Black Eagle. Simple. So I come there, and when I tell you, the pop I got, I feel like a WWE superstar. I shit you not. When that happened, and they put the camera on me, introducing, and then I'm just like, I kind of start feeling, I feel like the Ultimate Warrior, whoever the fuck, I felt like that guy because it was on me. I was on the big screen. Like, and there were like at least like a couple thousand people in there. At least. There were thousands of people in that stand. And I'm just like, bro, I feel like the fucking guy. Excuse my language. But I just felt like I was supposed to be here. And I don't want to make this too deep because this is an entertaining story. But I feel like this is something that I would like to do. It kind of, at that moment, it was like a click. You know what I'm saying? It was like, maybe you could entertain people, you know? So that kind of crept into my mind. So after that day happened, I have to go back to reality. Nassim, where you been? I was at the Wing Bowl. The what? Then I told him what it was. Speaking of the Wing Bowl, so I forgot, there was a whole contest. Shawty won. I think she was from Chestnut, I think. And she ate the fuck out them wings. I'm sorry. She ate the fuck out them wings. She tore that shit up. Couldn't believe it. And she was skinny. Let's fucking twig. And she fucked them shits up. The Super Bowl. The freaking Super Bowl. This is it, Nassim. Your team. You get to witness your team win the damn bowl. Or play in the damn bowl. Hopefully win. But you're watching your team play in the Super Bowl. You have never experienced that in your lifetime. Cherish it. I was there with my family. I was there with my friends. What was I there with my? Or were they watching the Super Bowl? I think it was with my friends. I was there with my girlfriend at the time, and it was just an emotional world because like we all, of course, we all wanted to win, but like it was like, what happens after we win? Like the Black Eagle's gonna come back, right? I'm like, yeah, of course, duh. Like everybody's been asking me that, like, when is the Black Eagle coming back? When is the Black Eagle coming back? And I'm just like, if we win the Super Bowl, I guarantee you he's gonna come back. The game happens. I'm not gonna describe each play by play. That you can watch that shit on YouTube. But remember when I told you when my dad died, we lost. And so when we won the game, bro, when fucking Tom Brady threw a Hail Mary and nobody caught it, it finally it took forever to hit the ground. And the ball just hit the turf, and I'm just, everything went silent. Everybody's cheering, but I can't hear a thing. Not a thing. At all. And so I'm just like, bro, everything, the celebrity, the tie-in with your father, and you being a joy to people's lives is just like, I was brought to tears. Like I fell down and I cried. I cried. And it was just like all this emotion. And it was just like, it was so worth it. Being an Eagles fan as long as I have, if you're even a casual Eagles fan, you know the type of heartbreak and just being so close, being on the cusp and not getting it. 08 against the Cardinals, 04 against the fucking Patriots. The dream team. Like if you know, you know, and it's just like to finally see your team win it is just like is no other feeling in the world. It's no other feeling. And I'm so glad we had fans there. And that was the same time that Meek Mill was in jail and we was playing Dreams at Night. It was just like so surreal. So when we finally won and I finally I wiped my tears and like, come on, Nassim, we gotta go. Put your mask, let's go. Like I'm describing the moment. The moment was less than what I described it. The time, like I probably described that in like 4 minutes. I only had like 10 seconds to really cry, but I was just like, all right, let's go. Mind you, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm like, all right, let's go. So then, like, oh my God, bro, start booming. It start running towards the street. And like, hey, like crazy. So I'm really strong. I'm like, nah, my team just won the motherfucking Super Bowl. I'm getting bombarded by Eagles fans, giving me dap, giving me handshakes, giving me hugs. Can I take a picture? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? And like when I was at the Wing Bowl and after the Wing Bowl event happened, and me and my dad went into the hallway to go home, to go to the parking lot, I got stopped by a lot of people. Like every step I took, I was getting asked for a picture. And it was like that, but times 10, because everybody was out, obviously. So I'm just getting stopped. People are jumping on me. Ladies are jumping into my lap. I'm just like, yo, chill. But keep going. Bro, this is a day I will never ever forget. And we walked for like at least an hour and a half. At least. We were out there. And mind you, it is February. I don't have a shirt. I have sweatpants on and a dumbass Eagles mask. And I'm just out there. But it didn't matter. That moment will always be legendary. In sports history and in my history. In my story, I will write that. Like that is a story that is written. Like that's a story you can't just like, okay, so this happened. That shit, that's some movie shit, man. Like, and it happened. So then, like, me being greeted by Eagles fans, like you won us the Super Bowl, like you won us the Super Bowl. Like hearing that, it was just like, whoa. Hearing Eagles fans saying that you're the reason why we won the Super Bowl was just it threw me aback because it was just like, whoa. The final moment, and I'll wrap this video up. The final moment when I was walking down, and this is some real movie shit. I'm walking down with my family, with my friends, blah blah, and I see I'm walking and I see this man. He has an Eagles it was kind of like this. He had an Eagles banner, and he's like, "This is for you. This is for you." Da 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 da. And so he was like, "Get down." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Get down." So I get down on one knee, and he puts the banner, like it was a fucking cape, over my shoulders. That is some movie shit. It was just like, bro, what do you say about that? Like when you're a kid, like I'm not a guy who just like I'm used to this. No, this is abnormal. This is surreal. So I'm sorry if this video, if I'm sometimes lost for words and I'm stumbling, but it's just like thinking about it is like giving me goosebumps, and it's just like, bro, I was part of history. Look, I'm not even trying to be like, I was part of history if you really think about it, and that's a day I will never ever forget. And I was glad. I'm just glad that I'm here to tell the story. Here to tell the story in my point of view. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure you share this with your friends, and then share it with your other friends, and then have your friends share it with your other friends. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna try to get this up really, really soon, so you guys can see it. Because this video is way overdue. This probably would have been my first video, but I'm just glad that I got it. I'm glad I'm just recording it. Basically, all good things must come to an end, right? It's been your boy SeemTheProduct. I'm Audi 5000. I'm gone.